listen, you are not the father. Miss Miller.
Be respectful.
Sorry.
Miss Miller.
I'm sorry.
That's a lot of nerve considering the alternative is somebody that don't want nothing to do with you or your child.
I'm sorry.
That's a lot of nerve. You just showed me where your priorities were right there. Because I held out hope that you weren't just acting a fool because you so mad at him because he cheated on you that you would cheat your child out of a father. But that cheering you did, what you cheering? I'm a single mother with nobody that loves me or my child. What you cheering for?
I'm not.
No, you were. He is over here breaking down because he loves this child so much. I sit here day after day after day with women hoping a man would drive 16 miles to see their baby, much less 160 miles each way, and abide by a court order and sign a birth certificate and come day after day and week after week so they can grow visitation to have a relationship with the child. And you have no compassion for not just him, but for Zaylee. She's 3 years old. Now, he's not just going to be heartbroken. We got to break this news to her. And y'all over here cheering like it's a sport. This is this baby's life.
Let's talk about all these women who are telling men that they should be fathers, regardless if he's the biological father or not, that he should step up and take responsibility as a father, regardless if it's his DNA. This is such a pile of absolute BS. Listen, every single species that exists on Earth wants his DNA, her DNA, to be passed on. 100%. If there's one thing a woman can guarantee 100%, it's her DNA. She can guarantee 100% that it's hers. That means that she has no problem telling a man, oh, so what if it isn't your child? As long as you love me, you should be able to step up and take care of my child.
Why would you do this? She loves you, though. Why would you do this?
She's not my daughter. Why would you do this? Why would you cheat?
I didn't cheat.
Why would you cheat on me?
I didn't.
That's proof right there. DNA test. Nevaeh is not my daughter.
But babe, really, out of all days, you had 3 years to give this to me. Now you want to give this to me?
All right, well, listen. You and Nevaeh got to the end of the month to get out of my house.
You're kidding, right?
I'm not kidding.
But
You
that's your
and
daughter.
your daughter had to the end of the month to get out of my house.
But that's
Kelly.
your daughter.
It's not my daughter, Kelly.
Yes, it is.
The paperwork says it's not my daughter.
Why would you do this?
I am not the father.
No. Stop, babe. Can we just talk? Get the camera on my face. Can we just talk? Get it up.
Why should this man be deprived of that one basic biological urge to pass on his own DNA? You're guaranteed your DNA being passed on. Why shouldn't he be guaranteed of his being passed on? Why should he be guessing if it's his or not? We know as women become more and more promiscuous.
Your craziest confession.
My mom was in the room right next to me, right?
Okay.
And there was 5 dudes at my house, okay?
Okay.
All of them trained.
Jesus Christ.
5.
Yeah, my mom didn't even care. Yeah. 5 dudes. That's what's up.
That's...
She belongs to the streets.
The chances of a man fathering a child which isn't his grows exponentially. This is the reason why women can never understand why a man wants a woman who's not promiscuous. He wants to ensure that his DNA survives, that his bloodline survives. You think that this is something that's based on ego? No, this is biological. A praying mantis, after having sex with the male, the female praying mantis will bite off the head of her lover.
Species consumes her partner's head first. His struggles are not an attempt to flee. He's just trying to position himself properly. He has lost
Male praying mantis knows that she's going to bite his head off and eat it. He knows that 100%. He's willing to sacrifice himself because he simply knows that his DNA is going to be passed on. It's biological. It's survival. Long-term survival. Every single species knows this. This is the reason why a female antelope will throw herself in front of a hungry lion so that her child can survive. Because she knows that her DNA is in that child and it will survive longer than she. Simple. Women don't get this. Modern women cannot understand the biological urge of men to ensure that their DNA is passed on. You don't care because you're guaranteed 100% that yours is passed on. That's it. You don't get it. That is why a woman who's more pure, less promiscuous, is desirable by men. Because men know that if a woman is less promiscuous, the chances of her being faithful to him, it's a much higher chance that the child that she's going to be carrying is going to be his. If you want to know what a serious problem we have in modern society, watch Paternity Court. It is one of the most dismal things to watch. The most painful thing to watch as a man is to see a man break when that judge says the DNA results concluded that
are not the father.
You sure? Are you sure? Dirty baby, won't you meet
are not the father. You are not the father.
Told you so.
I'm sorry, Mr. G.
after a man spends resources and emotion on a DNA that isn't his, that is the worst, the absolute worst thing you can do to a man. I can assure you, ladies, you will never get it because you're guaranteed your DNA 100% is being passed on. That's called selfish.